Dana, our guest today is Miss Lauren Lapkus, who is a good friend of mine,
Mm-hmm.
who you know from the Wrong Missy movie that we talk about on the show, who was a tour de force. Very fun to be watching her in that and be a part of that movie. I remember reading it and saying, if this Missy is funny, we are there, because it's already written funny.
Mm-hmm.
She added so much to it. And she's a real sweetheart and very quick on her feet. And I'm glad you got to finally meet her.
She's incredibly likable. And she put the tour in force on that. I mean, that movie, David can't say it, but we talk about it. It was a smash. It got to over 1 billion minutes globally. And we do talk about that. And she just walked out onto the stage of Netflix and crushed it.
Yeah.
And of course, you were her trusty sidekick.
Yes. Trusty sidekick / date that went wrong. Dating gone wrong movies are funny. Dating is funny already. It's just a funny area to talk about when you're in comedy. And if you can put a movie together, just the wrong text, you're texting the wrong person, that turned into a funny premise, which they got a whole movie out of it. And she does a podcast, which we talk about, where they watch movies and they watch movies they've never seen. Like, I personally have never seen The Lion King, but old movies like Star Wars, like basic movies, Godfather, they watch it and they give their first glance. What do you call it? Blink.
Blink. Yeah, Blink. Because that's from the book by Malcolm Gladwell called Blink. And it's like, trust your blink. If you're in an alley in the middle of the night in New York City and someone's walking toward you, what is your blink? And if it is to run, run. You know, it's the subconscious molecules in your brain pan tell you things that you don't normally receive.
In your bedpan?
It just sounded good to say brain pan.
That sounds good. Is that a real thing?
That's a figure of speech. Yeah. Your brain is essentially in a skull pan. You could sizzle it up. I don't want to go there. But anyway, Lauren Lapkus is someone you want to go with right now. Yeah, I'm just interested in this dynamic. So, did you guys know each other before Wrong Missy? Just a little bit?
No,
maybe?
we met.
Okay.
We met in Hawaii, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So then you do this movie, Global Smash.
That's what I say, Global Smash.
Well, wasn't it? It was like 1 billion minutes. It
was 1 billion minutes. Yeah.
I like saying Global Smash very casually. Did this thing, Global Smash.
I did this thing. People watched it for 1 billion minutes. They never turned it off.
One person.
Because it was a big, funny, silly comedy. And, they don't make them like that as much anymore.
They really don't.
That's a cigar.
That's the problem.
That's this metaphorical cigar. But I find that in the kind of like war zone, it's like the army, not literally save your letters, but how bonded you get when there's, it's your 18th hour on the set. I mean, so you guys have a thing that you share. And so I'm just wondering what it's like to reconnect now for the first time since the premiere for Wrong Missy.
It means so much.
It means everything.
It's so fun. I love seeing you. I was such a fan of David forever. And so I literally auditioned for the movie because your name was, listed as being in the movie. I mean, not that I wouldn't audition, but I was like, I have to audition for that. And so I was so excited when I got to work with you.
Well, when they do this, it wasn't quite COVID yet, right? It came out during COVID.
It came out literally the first month of COVID or something insane.
Mm-hmm. So what do? You self-tape or you go in those days?
No, I went in. That was nice. I mean, that's the thing. I miss that so much because we don't ever go in anymore. But I went in and auditioned for Tyler, who directed it, and a room full of people that I didn't know. Grady was there, I think.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. So, and I saw a bunch of people I knew there, which is always the fun part of going in these things. And now we don't do that anymore. And we just do it in a black hole in our house and send it out and nobody watches it.
It's very weird. And then your baby does the off camera.
Yeah.
No, but when we were doing Wrong Missy, when it came up, so I read it and I was like, okay, well, I think Adam was like, this is really funny, but I think you're more the straight man. Do you like? I said, I want to do that. I want to try that because it's kind of fun to be that. I always say like Ben Stiller and Meet the Parents, or
so funny.
when there's crazy shit going on,
react.
Someone react because if you can get a laugh off her, then a reaction, then back to her, like you can get double.
Yeah.
And of course, everyone's nervous because I'm like, this is all riding on Missy. And I saw some stuff, some tapes, and then there was some names talked about like, and Adam was really about like, let's get someone that's not just a total household name. No offense to Lauren, but
hey, no,
just someone that's not like,
yeah.
oh, it's for sure Isla Fisher, because that's kind of that type of character.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
was great, of course.
Yeah.
But then there was someone from Ireland I saw, Lauren. Did I tell you that?
No, I don't think so.
There was someone from Ireland that had a
really?
thick accent.
That would be good, honestly.
Adam sent it to me, and he goes, "This one's pretty funny."
That is
and it
funny.
was, and I was like, "So wow, really from Ireland? Like people are getting their tapes in, and
Yeah.
at least something's working." Adam got it and was laughing at it, and then they were like, "Oh, nope, somebody just came in and did great," and
Aw, that's
it
nice.
was you, and then we went out to Hawaii, and the
Yeah.
funny thing, the first thing I noticed. I mean, you have to see The Wrong Missy to really get this, so everyone has to watch it real quick if they didn't. But the first day, I knew Lauren was great because we had that. I think it was our actual first date in the movie.
Yeah.
We had the
Yeah.
wrestler.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh, Roman Reigns, who's turned out to
Yeah.
be such a sweetheart.
Yeah, he's so nice.
And he was at the bar, and then I come in, and then you're being an asshole to everyone. Why I even like you is the funniest part of the whole movie.
It's so true. Like nothing
there's
good
so many-
happens between us.
The Red Flag store went out of business within the first 2 minutes of the movie. You're yelling. You're like just talking. You're like, "Hey, sorry, quit fucking me." She's like screaming to someone across the room, and I'm like, "Hey, don't yell at me!" Like, and then it's like charming
Yeah,
to me.
what is your character?
Yeah, you're like broken. It was so
You're
fun.
playing yourself, basically, in the movie.
I'm myself, she's herself, and then I try to sneak off into the bathroom and climb out the window, and then I think that was the first night because I fall out of the window and
Yes.
break my
Oh my God.
my ankle or leg, and then I'm laying in a puddle. And when
That was
we're
the worst.
We're shooting it. I'm like, God damn, I forgot. I don't really like doing movies. It's so fucking hard. So
The first
I'm
day.
I'm doing a night
Yeah.
shoot on the first day. And then everyone's above me. You know, when you're laying on the ground, you're like, don't step on my head or something because no one's paying attention to me. I'm like, guys, first team.
You
below
are so
you.
funny though when you're upset, which is maybe a problem.
That is a thing we've
98% of it.
discovered.
Well,
Once
I'm in a
he's
puddle,
very
Dana,
funny
and I'm
when-
like shaking,
I know.
and they're like, "Hey,
Did they put a blanket
You're
on you? at
shaking on
least?
It
camera.
was like freezing cold. Like,
I'm like, why is it cold? I'm in fucking
and you had
Hawaii.
like
No
a
one told
stunt
me.
foot on that was like fake, so I could snap it.
Oh yeah,
But there was something weird about that too. Like it was
oh
like
right, you
attached
had
to
to
your
take my
leg or
fake
something.
leg stuck up my
Yeah.
jeans and my wang, and then she's like breaking it. I'm in a puddle. I'm freezing, and they're like, "You're shaking on camera." I'm like, I can't not. I'm a person, and I'm freezing.
Person.
I'm a person.
funny.
Were you number one on the call sheet initially, and then they moved Lauren's name up to number one?
No, it was
know,
Lauren,
They did
and
that
then
in
halfway
they did that
through.
in post. They're just retroactively.
she was number one. I got to the set that day, and I go, "Hey, can I call a quick meeting?" And then suddenly you hear a typewriter, white out.
You could do better typewriter sound effect than that. I bet.
King.
He's the king. But you all what from old Hollywood that at a given point, I think some old Hollywood guy said to me, "You gotta see this girl.
It's like that.
She's
That's
like
nice.
Jim Carrey had a baby. She's fucking great. This girl.
That's
you
so
know?
nice. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like Jim Carrey
yeah.
had a baby just alone.
Just himself with no one else.
All
Had
righty
a baby with just some weird person. But yeah, so from that first day when I think, Lauren, I'll speak for her for the rest of the podcast,
Yeah,
but
that'd be great.
she, if I'm right, Tyler, the director, would come in and say like,
Tyler, that
It's like
sounds like
Tyler,
a
the
rapper.
creator.
yeah, he comes in and goes,
Tyler, the director. Is that
yeah,
what
that's
he's
his,
referred
that's
to?
his
Tyler
rap
Spindell.
directing name.
Yeah.
And he'd go, hey, I just want the audience to know that it is the director. And he'd go, hey, Lauren, maybe on this one, a little drunker or something. And then she'd do it. And I'd be sitting there going, fuck, she's good. And then he'd go, maybe a little sexier. And then maybe a little, and then just take after take. Plus we're doing wide, medium, close up, over the shoulder. So she's got to do like 1,000 takes. I'm like, fuck, she's going to burn out. This is tough because she's ad-libbing her ass off. we have a funny script she's doing, and then once you get that okay to do whatever,
It's the best.
she was really bringing it though. I'm just saying, letting me talk because it's compliments.
That's nice. Thank
and
you.
So you probably won't say
I
that.
love it. No, I'm like, thank you so much. That was so nice.
No, I mean it was pretty phenomenal. I just wonder from your point of view, and you've done a lot of stuff, but obviously you're in a big Adam Sandler produced show, Happy Madison. You got David Spade and the whole thing. But from your point of view, when you started being directed by Tyler, the director, what was his name?
Yeah, Tyler, the creator.
He's gonna love this.
Tyler Spindell.
Tyler, I know. I met him. I think in DC. Incredibly humble guy. So you're probably. When are you feeling really comfortable? Like, okay, I'm getting to do stuff. When are you feeling good? Like you're landing.
You're not getting fired.
Are you going back to the monitor and checking yourself?
No,
or
I don't think so. But I think on the first day I felt good because the character's so big and I have to like go. You have to commit so hard. Once I was like yelling in the restaurant, like you were talking about, like I feel like that I felt good because it's like you have to just feel like I was still nervous that day, but like the feeling of I have to just fully commit takes over, and then so I feel like it made me feel confident because also Tyler's so open to, adding your own humor and stuff, which was great.
And it's getting laughs.
Well, it's great.
Yeah, and getting laughs is amazing, of course. That feels so good. And then you feel like, okay, it's working.
But when she gets a big laugh, I go, no more of that.
He pinches me really hard under the table.
Under the table, and I go, hey, come on. There she gets a big laugh, Dane, and then I go, maybe I could say that on this take. And she's like, I'm sorry, what?
Well, that was me walkie-talking with Dex during the production. And, all I'd hear was like, I don't know, man.
Oh, yeah. That's me. I
don't know.
I mean, but I remember about halfway through because Lauren was doing this every day and we were having a good time, and like dopey Johnny Farley's there and Swartzen is there and Jackie Sandler. It's totally fun. So it's definitely fun. It's hard to be in Hawaii, but I was finding ways to complain. Shockingly.
Why is it hard to be in Hawaii?
Well, I'm saying it's sarcastically. We're in Hawaii.
Oh,
we're doing a movie. Every dream situation.
Yeah.
But but then toward like the middle, actually toward about 2/3 way through, I was looking at what we had left, and I'm like, I think this might be funny because you're doing it out of order. But I go, we still have this threesome scene. We still have this. We still have her like falling off the cliff. I go, I think we are in pretty good shape, but you just never know.
No, it's so scary making something and then you just have no idea how it'll turn out. And I'm so happy it's funny.
But tell us about the time when you were wrapped in quotes, and then
oh my god,
they said, "Can you stop by?"
Well, because by the end I felt pretty beat up. Like because it was a lot of physical stuff and. I like waterboarding myself in the hot tub or whatever. And like, that was a hard day.
Remember when you couldn't sink in the tub?
No, I couldn't sink. I couldn't stay down. And then I was like, going to cry.
In and she's supposed to be floating under the water, which is impossible to do. We found out. And she's coming up with that shit on her face for Hellstar.
I couldn't do
every
it.
time I walk in, like, Lauren, we can see your nose. I'm like, Lauren, you're not totally submerged.
Oh my God.
She's like, well, I'm dying.
I know. And I really hate being underwater, which I didn't tell anyone. I just was like, I'm fine. Like, I don't want to tell anyone because it makes me feel more pressure if people are aware that I don't like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like the whole thing. Like, I'll just suffer, quietly. But then I was like texting you, like, I'm crying. But it was hard. But then, at the end, then I had to get in the ocean and the ocean almost drowned me. Like, I had to like be knocked over by the waves. It was getting dangerous. I was being swept down and there were two guys who would like catch me on either side to make sure I didn't like fly off into the distance. But and I had like 4 stunt doubles who were amazing, by the way.
Remember when I walked back, I walked to the set my one half day I wasn't working and I go, let's go to Sandy Beach and watch her get pummeled by waves. And then they go, I get there, I go, I used to go, when I was in Hawaii, this is like a shore break, dangerous beach. And there's signs everywhere going, do not walk any further. And they're like, let's get Lauren in.
It literally had like cones all over the beach that were like from the city. It wasn't like our cones.
And then I see a stunt woman walking up going, I'm out. And like, what do you mean I'm out? Or like, get somebody else.
They did have to tap out. Because they were doing it like a million times and
yeah.
They couldn't take
funny.
it. But but it was totally fine. At the end, what you were talking about though is that like I'm like, I'm done finally, yes. And then like, oh, you just have one more day, just some like quick little special effect thing. And then I get there and they
on the way to the airport.
Yeah. They put me in like a it's like a
harness.
circle. And I'm holding on with I'm like holding on to all sides. Like I'm,
Cirque du Soleil.
I don't know what the fuck. And then they started spinning it and they were just getting they wanted to get my face when I'm flying off the cliff and going around in circles. And so they were spinning me in circles, head over feet. So I would like make crazy faces and I was going to barf. I mean, it was crazy. And I was so grumpy because I was just like, I was like celebrating being done. And then I had to get in this thing and get sick.
Can you buzz by and just do like 5 seconds of you falling off the cliff and hitting the wall? And you're like, sure. And then it's like 3.5 hours later. Doof, doof, doof.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember going, oh my God. Because I would try to stick up for Lauren because I knew she wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I think maybe we're pushing her too hard. But listen, when all the dust settles,
it was all
great.
worth it. It was all worth it. And then I didn't get to do anything because of the pandemic. So, I was happy it happened.
I didn't even fucking celebrate. I lit
I know.
a flare in my house.
I lit a tea light.
Did it open to 1,000,000 minutes and build from there?
Dana.
Or was it? How did it? Or did it slowly get to the billion minutes?
I think it was
minutes.
pretty fast to the billion.
Well, they go. Well, you can tell because Scott Stuber, who was running the studio, called because he called me on Father of the Year, and it's when the guys, the high ups call, they don't call you with bad news. They call and go, "Hey, Wrong Missy is already number 1," and I was like, "Oh," because they just started putting 1 through 10 at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
So with Father of the Year, I didn't know, and he just goes, "It's doing great." I go, "It is? Is it started?" And they go, "Yeah, it started this week." I go, "Oh, okay."
Started
Because of Netflix, I didn't know. There's no
it's
real
weird.
just rhyme or reason. And then with Wrong Missy, and then Ted called and said, "It looks like it'll be number 1 in the world by tomorrow." I'm like, "What?" And then I get people sending me a photo on DMs like number 1 in Italy, like from their TVs, and I'm like, "Holy shit,
It's
really?"
so cool. It's so cool. It was the best.
That was fun.
It was the best.
So you didn't have to do a press tour because of COVID and so forth and so on?
Yeah, I did some stuff on Zoom, but I feel like my internet was
Zoom,
like
yeah.
1% working, and I'd be like, like I don't know that like anything actually or televised.
Spade, wrong.
Yeah.
Spade. What? You hate Spade?
Cliff. Yeah.
How many minutes did you do in Thailand? I mean, what was the total minutes?
I don't even know what minutes are good, to be honest. I don't
know what's good.
That
I saw some chart. You were top.
It was special. It was a special
all time
moment
or something.
right.
It was so
something
cool,
that minute wise, we're all appreciate the minutes.
We're all just looking for our next me and David Spade movie now.
Yeah.
Well, if it wasn't okay, 2 questions.
Yes.
One is, if it was a sequel to The Wrong Missy, what would be a pithy title rather than just Wrong Missy 2?
Yeah.
Like The Wronger Missy.
Yeah.
Or if they put you to, I'm just thinking out loud because I used to be a studio executive. We put these 2 buttes, these 2 cutie pies in another film. They play different characters.
Yeah, I think we should reverse roles, and you just do Missy, and then that's it.
I think one of the
Wrong Mister.
One of the ideas was we get married, and then you've calmed down, and in the first scene we're having sex, and we realize it's your
Don't whisper we're having sex.
it's
We're
your
having sex.
twin sister who came in.
Yes.
So now you're normal, but you're playing your sister, so it's the same movie again. But I like that idea.
But she's crazier.
And then she puts a hex on me, and then I spin out and go act like you, and then that gets crazier shit.
And then we should
Alright.
have 4 quadruplets who are all like me, and they're all crazy.
That's it. A twin, The Wrong Missies, and it's 2.
Yeah.
And one is very cool, and one is even crazier. All right.
Let's do it.
Or I cheat, and it's the wrong mistress, and then she's crazy.
But it was me, and I had a mask on.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's so many ways
There's
to
just
go.
so
with it.
Or you
much to
work
do.
at a
There's so
Vegas
much there.
hotel in the summertime, and you have a mister, and you go around
The
for high
wrong
rollers.
mister?
Missed them by the pool. I'm just looking for
okay.
words that
good.
start with MIS.
I feel like
People
that's
want it. It
20.
has to be familiar. Yeah.
I feel,
Yeah.
because you give me a pitch, and then I can tell in my head how many million minutes it is. It'll get.
That one's
Instead
like a million minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Instead of box office, you got to think minutes.
Yeah. It's great stuff.
Okay,
All right, that was our
that's about the
Wrong
Missy.
chunk.
Lauren
today.
does a show
Lauren.
called
Hi.
Newcomers.
I do.
We thought this was
If
interesting.
I was not doing this podcast, I'd want to do a podcast like that.
Yeah, it's so fun. It's
'Cause
me and Nicole
no.
Byer, who's a comedian who's hilarious, and she hosts Nailed It, if you've ever seen that cake disaster
Mhm.
show. And we watch movies we've never seen that are very popular. So we started with Star Wars because we had never seen any of it, and we've now seen all of it. And then we did Lord of the Rings.
Wait,
and
you've seen all of one Star Wars or
all of the
Oh,
things that
gross.
can possibly be.
No.
Yeah, it's a
No.
lot. Yeah,
Every movie, every Star Wars movie.
every movie. I think we did
I
something
wouldn't
like
do
20 episodes or something. There was a lot.
Jeez, Peasel.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I know. I couldn't believe all the things, but now I get every reference to Star Wars, so it's really nice because doing improv forever, like guys just love to reference that shit.
They
And
love that.
You just
Star
go
Wars.
along with it for years, and then now I understand.
Okay, let me give you a pop quiz.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What Star
God.
Wars was this from?
Yeah.
Chewie, get us out of here. Sorry.
I think that's from the first one. Isn't it?
I can't do.
Chewie, get us
Chewie,
out of
get
here.
us out of here.
Yeah, that sounds like
I think
the
it's the
first one.
first-
Yeah,
Where's
that
this one
sounds-
from? Ready? I love you. I know.
First one.
Oh, good
first one.
Yeah. yeah.
What about where Chewie gets rabies?
What about the one where the holiday special where Chewie's dad is like jerking off to like a movie or something?
I don't know if that's a real Star Wars.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Lauren.
It's real. It's real.
Chewie jerks off.
There's like a grandpa Chewie, and he's like watching something like titillating, and he's like, "Roar," like it's real.
That's what I do.
Jeez. First comes Chewie, then comes jerking off.
Landed on me, no.
The Force not happy, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, he always adds the yes or no at the end.
It's very funny how
Force
they
is
wrote
strong,
Yoda.
no? I know.
Everyone did Yoda
Classic
for a while.
Yoda. Yeah. Well, we just
Do you
we
do
just
a Yoda, Lauren?
Yeah.
I've never
Yoda?
tried it. I think it's like
Clear.
Go ahead.
what does he talk like? Like
Is no try, only do.
Oh, yeah.
Is no try, only
It's
do.
no try. You know what? We did just watch. We did a whole sports season, and we just watched Rocky. And I understood for the first time why everyone did Sylvester Stallone impression. I always knew his voice was like fun, but I wanted to do it all the time. Like after watching that, like
Let's hear it.
so fun.
Not even anything like it. After all
no, I
that.
can do it.
Only movie.
I can do it.
Okay, ready?
The only movie I've ever seen. Okay, get that ready.
That's
okay, better. The tongue
That's-
was
at
At
funny.
the after he's beaten up, right?
Yeah. He's like, Adrian! And like he's screaming and she's 1 inch away from him. I'm like, she got it, man. She's
Okay,
coming.
I've got an under impression. Ready? This
Okay.
is Rocky 2. Paulie's in jail. And he walks in. Silence. And he goes, Paulie. That's it. Paulie. He says it really under because I think he was so. Everyone's doing impressions of him, so he goes.
So now he's like, I actually don't talk like that anymore. Yeah.
Paulie.
You know,
It's the worst wind-up for that.
anything. I don't know what it is.
Well, you bring that turtle in here.
I don't know what
He-
Is it a turtle? God
He had
damn.
2 turtles named Cuff and Link.
Bupkis.
Cuff
and he
and
kept-
Link.
Bupkis.
He kept them for years and years. I think they just died like the other day. Like they actually were like 35 or 40.
I saw him at Comic-Con.
Cuff and Link are like they were 50 when they did the movie. They died.
They were
go to
signing
100
shit at Comic-Con.
They
Yeah,
go to
they're
150. You can buy a
Yeah.
tortoise that might have known Abraham Lincoln
Yeah.
right now
Yeah.
today on eBay.
owned by Abe Lincoln.
Yeah, I'm Abraham Lincoln. I got me this here turtle.
Did you guys do The Godfather? That's a big dude movie.
Did we do that? No, I've seen that.
Oh yeah,
I actually watched that, yeah. But we did all of Scorsese movies for a season, which I had never seen like anything.
Wow.
And that was good. That was fun.
Which one rocked your world of the Scorsese's the most?
Goodfellas was the best.
Oh, really?
movie. We loved it. What do you think it should be?
I was thinking of Serpico, Dog Day Afternoon. Are those just?
I haven't seen
Pacino?
those.
What am I like? Am I like some kind of clown to amuse you? Just that scene
Yeah.
alone
Weird. Yeah.
could go forever.
Yeah, Nicole wants to marry
You know.
Joe Pesci right now.
Oh, she loved him off of that.
Yeah, she loves
Yeah.
him so much. From all the movies, she's like, I want to marry him now. I don't care. But yeah.
They were allowed to ad lib as long as you said fuck.
Is that true?
I don't know. It seems like
It
it.
feels like it.
He's in the
Yeah.
middle. Is that no? That's Casino. We're in the desert, and Joe's like, where do you get off getting on fucking TV? You're on fucking TV every day. And he goes, you got to keep things quiet. He goes, me, you're on TV. You fucking. And they're just screaming at each other.
Yeah,
20-minute
that
takes.
what a fun thing to do, just to see all these movies. I mean, De Niro's underplayed neurotic guy is so funny and good.
It's very satisfying because it's all stuff that like is just so much in pop culture that I've just missed because I watch reality TV every day. And so to be like, and then it always feels really good when you're watching a good movie and you're like, oh, it's so nice to watch like a good movie. Like, I just watch so much Bachelor and stuff. And I'm like, oh, there's a story here. Like, it's so calming.
You watch 90 Day?
I do. I was really into 90 Day for a while. I had to pull back. I only have so much time, but they have so many spinoffs.
Sure, yeah.
What's the one that you watched that you hated?
Any movies you hate most of them?
We need a trender.
Oh yeah, no, you want to put something on Instagram? We don't like everything, but we try to see the good in things because people get defensive.
Yeah, I love them so much.
Yeah,
that's true.
So even The Irishman, which I knew was like 1 million hours long, I actually liked it. It was just really long, but so we try to find things to say that. Well,
everyone's
positive.
Good in it, so you go, it's Scorsese, and it can't be horrible.
Of course, right? It's great acting. So I think the funny thing with that was like the de-aging that they did, like all that CGI. Where then Robert De Niro or Joe Pesci was like calling Robert De Niro kid for like half the movie. And
I do that on my Instagram.
When you look at that, you just would any of you ever like under nervous circumstances get in the front seat of like an Oldsmobile with a guy behind you? Get in the front seat.
Yeah.
No, I'll sit in the back.
No,
get in the front seat.
They always choke
so I can
you, right?
kill you. It's always a wire around the neck.
The wire's not the way to go. Yeah.
Are they surprised when the wire is coming over their head, going back to their neck?
It can't.
I didn't see it coming.
What is it? Is it Goodfellas where they take Pesci into a room? No, they take him out and bury him in a...
Oh my God, that's the saddest part when he walks in the room
with his brother
he doesn't realize it's happening.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's like a sound like, oh, or something. And then he gets shot and you're like, oh, it's so sad.
Nicole cries.
Okay.
Have you, just because you were talking about getting in the front seat, have you seen those Waymo cars that are with no drivers? Have you talked about this?
No, but I'm scared of them.
Yeah.
It's so creepy. Would you get in one?
I know people who have gotten in San Francisco, and they're very nervous for the first few blocks, and then you get kind of used to it. But I'm not in a hurry to get into one.
I know it seems weird, but then sometimes I think it's safer than like a random guy on Uber. I'm like, well, it's just nobody. They're not gonna...
It's harder to get raped. I saw one where they say, here's a carless car, whatever it is, driverless car, and it goes up and people are in the back, and then they floor it, and it floors itself and hits a car in front of them. I'm like,
oh my God.
Oh, I don't want to hear about the glitches. Like,
no.
It's not supposed to do that. Well, no shit.
Yeah.
It will all be driverless cars.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Probably.
10 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good Lord.
Lauren's not going to like that.
Let's see. I'm going to ask you, have you seen 3 Days of the Condor with Robert Redford and Faye Dunaway?
What is that?
Put it on your list.
All right. We got to do a whole Faye Dunaway season now. Probably.
Do a Robert Redford season because he's a stud.
Yeah.
If you take Redford, you could go from Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid,
Killer.
The Way We Were with Streisand, 3 Days of the Condor, Max von Sydow was also in that, Sidney Pollack directing, All the President's Men is also surprisingly great. And, well, just start with those.
I think you said about 10 movies that I should do, so I'll just start.
Well, have you seen Alien?
I have seen Alien. Yes.
Okay.
That's a good one.
I just saw Alien Romulus, and I liked it the first time when it was called Alien. It's the exact same. They go up, some people come back, and they go, we're going to go on this planet. We got to grab some stuff. And I'm like, there's going to be aliens on. They go, they're all gone. Don't even worry about it. They get there, and there's the eggs. I'm like, this is exact,
but way more cringy when she gives birth to the alien and it's half human and half alien.
Did you see it?
And it's don't see it. It's 10 feet tall and then it's going back over the mother. Was it trying to have sex?
Are you talking about Romulus?
Disgusting.
Yes.
Oh my
that's
God,
that's not like
Now
the
you wanna
first
see it.
alien.
I think I tapped
That's
out
nasty.
by then.
Too much gooey eggs and
It
and
grosses me
mutations.
out.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Lauren, I have a real question.
All right.
What is The Haunting? And tell me about it right now.
Haunting is a podcast that I host where I play a dead influencer.
Of course you do.
Right?
Named Teresa, who is trapped in between heaven and hell because she hasn't gotten verified. So she is trying to get verified. And so on each episode, you hear about my life as a dead influencer and my current struggles. And then you hear real stories from people calling in with ghost stories. So it's like my part is scripted and then the other part is unscripted and it's real ghost stories that are very chilling.
Oh, ghost stories are good. Dana
Yeah.
has one, but yeah.
Do you
ghost
have one?
stories
Tell
are
me a
good.
ghost story. Tell me a ghost story.
This is pretty quick. San Ysidro Ranch with my wife. Never had any encounters. So I just feel like I awaken and I have this weight on me, nightmare, like a horse on me. I didn't
Ooh.
think horse. I didn't know that was relatable. And it was just holding me down. My wife's asleep and it felt not good. But I got up and I thought, okay, that's a waking dream state.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Didn't happen. Use the restroom, come back, feel like I'm as awake as I am now, get back in bed, and then it comes back. And I'm this is not, in my mind, this is real.
Oh,
and
God.
then it's like pounding on me. It's like springing on me and finally lets me go. And then I just turn to my wife, 5-star hotel, middle of the night, we got to go. And she said, okay.
Oh, I love that. She's so supportive of you.
Pretty good wife.
Yeah.
Do you ever think
And I
about
told-
that after that?
That's
Because
so
it's so
scary.
scary. God dang.
No.
I've had another one where in the house, God, why is everyone still sleeping? There was a boombox in another room and it sounded like, and I didn't know about white noise, but it sounded like it was between channels and it was really loud. Like, I go, why? God, no one
I hate
hears
it
this.
already.
I hate
So I
this
get
so much.
I get up, I go into the room and then it stops.
No. I hate
Yeah.
this. That's scary.
So those are my two, but I'm not as nervous about it. I did actually I saw an apparition in my room in the hotel in New York recently.
You're having a lot of these. This is like, you have like a bunch.
Well, these are my greatest hits.
Yeah. This is over his 90 years.
Well, can I ask you if you had any sightings or anything?
Well, we have one story in my family that's kind of crazy that when I was a kid, we got a voice or an answering machine message on the answering machine. You press play, and it was a collect call, and it said, "You have a collect call from Grandpa Joe." It literally was Grandpa Joe, which was my great grandpa who had passed, and you could hear a bar behind him. He owned a bar, so you could hear like glasses and like things like it was a bar. And my mom and my aunt, I remember this so clearly. I was like 8 or something, and they were like screaming and like oh my God, like freaking out. It was the craziest thing. I mean, I don't know, but was
it ever explained?
It was never explained, and maybe it was someone in my family pranking. But we have like when you say something's not, if you're not lying, we say Sveti Troitsa, which means I'm not lying 100%. I swear to God. And so it's like no one ever said it was a prank. So I don't know.
Well,
Wow.
It's called The Haunting. We have to let Lauren go now, which I like to talk to her forever.
I know.
The Haunting, where do you get that? Where do you see it? Where do you hear it?
Where do you see it? You get it at iHeartRadio or iHeart Podcast app or wherever you get your podcast.
That's
It comes
easy,
out every Tuesday. It's really fun. I love talking to you guys. I'm so excited I got to meet you, Dana. I'm like, I really wish I could talk much longer because I'm such a fan of yours. I always have been. And I'm just so happy I got to meet you.
It's such a pleasure. I mean, just keep on doing whatever you're doing.
Thank you.
You're incredibly talented.
Thank you so much.
Super, I'll just say it's super likable.
Oh, thanks. I'll take that.
I miss you, Lauren. And,
I miss you too. I hope we get to see each other soon.
We will do a sequel. All right.
We have to.
Okay. Bye, guys. Bye, Dana. Miss you too.
Thank you.
This has been a presentation of Odyssey. Please follow, subscribe, leave a like, a review, all this stuff. Smash that button, whatever it is, wherever you get your podcasts. Fly on the Wall is executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Jenna Weiss-Berman of Odyssey, and Heather Santoro. The show's lead producer is Greg Holtzman. So we have Leslie effing Jones on, who is a force not to be trifled with.
Who wrote a book called Leslie fucking Jones. Can we say that in the intro?
I mean, if she can in her book, I guess.
If you say effing, I don't care. Leslie fucking Jones. I got addicted to the book. I read the book all the way through.
This is how it is in the podcast. We want to do what's right. Mine, this sounds crazy. It didn't come through. I got to page like 12 and it was blank. So Dana, it sounds like a lie. It's not. And then Dana, because we do our homework, we research everyone.
You got 12. I did 200, but we work together as a team. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I'll do 12 and you'll do 12 and or you could do 200. No, it was a fast read. I think it's a fascinating story. She is, she's her story is amazing. Her personality, basketball star, and she's just tells amazing stuff about SNL. I'm not going to give it away. I want you to listen, but
she's a powerhouse. I mean, her stand-up, and she did that thing we did at the Comedy Store a while ago where they were filming. She comes in, crushes, leaves. She is, she talks about her perspective on SNL, what it was like, the good, the bad.
Yes.
And that's, you get a well-rounded.
This has never happened to me before, but after that podcast, I thought of a movie idea. I'll just say it in 10 seconds. Leslie Jones, you'll find out when you listen to the podcast why that makes sense, is coaching a junior high school girls basketball team.
Yeah.
Okay. Bad elements come in, whatever that may be, kind of like the Equalizer. Bad people come in, and Leslie Jones kicks ass.
Oh, yeah, she regulates.
Yeah.
The regulizer.
All right. We can make this the easy way or the hard way. You have 9 seconds.
Yeah, I just saw the Equalizer.
Equalizer 3 is amazing.
So
I wanted to get that out there.
Yeah, let's get that out there. Okay, here she is, Leslie Jones.
From Equalizer 3.
4.
No, I do not have a separate microphone, white man.
Immediately.
Leslie Jones.
Just ask me the whitest question ever. What the fuck?
Are you a member of the Geek Squad by any chance?
Even I'm mad at this white guy.
Yeah.
Even I'm angry. I'm part of his tribe. But Jesus.
Do I have to get a mic? I don't know how to work that shit.
I think it'll work the way
you don't need nothing. You're Leslie fucking Jones. I read your book, so I feel like I know you.
Please tell me you did not read my book.
I read it, and I thought it.
But the newest version, right?
I believe I got the newest version.
I think because it was online, it was like secretive, I think.
Oh, it was secretive, so it must have been the latest version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope it's the most edited version because some of that shit was crazy.
Well,
you were
the one
really
I read, you had
on.
you were sort of had a silver spoon, easy childhood.
Yeah.
Everything came to you. You didn't have to. So
Hey, find out which version they gave them.
Yeah, it was a real Meghan Markle. It could have been the same.
There's a lot of sex in it. It's very.
The one I had just to edit. I had to just edit. Whew, chapter 6 was like, what?
Give it to us. Yeah.
I mean, it's more outrageous than what I read because I read some stuff that I turned red. My wife's going, "What's wrong, honey?" I broke out in a sweat.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay, so y'all read it. Okay. No, I have a question. What? Okay, is it boring? Is it interesting? Because that's the thing I'm very, very
not boring. I'll tell you that much.
I can tell you 1,000% that it's an incredibly great read. It moves very quickly. It's very concise. I mean, it just blows by. It's a page turner. It's great, Leslie. It really is. Am I your first review?
Yes.
I give it. I'm
going
going on motherfucking Amazon and giving you 5 stars.
My head is exploding right now.
I loved it. It's so raw.
First of all,
yeah.
You both of y'all need to know where y'all are in my brain as far as people. Okay. First of all, David Spade, and you don't even remember this, David. But you came in and saw me. I was performing one night and I was doing crowd work. And you gave me one of the best compliments. And I remember speeding home, singing, screaming like, David Spade said I was the fucking shit. I'm fucking doing things.
He's
fucking David Spade. Like, and like to me, like, oh my God, you're so fucking hilarious. The chemistry you used to have with Farley was just fucking insane. And then Dana Carvey.
What can you say? What can you say?
Dana Carvey, you don't understand to black people. I don't know if you know this, but to black people, church lady is some sacred shit that like we fucking, anytime you did church lady, that was for black people. Black people fucking love you for that fucking.
Well, I love that. That's awesome. Church, that is she's mean, man. I mean, she says what's on her mind, kind of, but you know, if she
mean, right? It's so fucking honest and awesome.
Mm-hmm. So did you?
That's not a compliment.
That just cuts through the clutter. No, church lady just calls him as she sees him, and it's funny as shit.
It's so fucking hilarious.
Yeah, well, being superior to everyone you meet and really can't wait to tell them with the wow. We like to write books, don't we? There's lots of naughty parts. That's what Leslie Jones says. Then she says it. So, you know, it writes itself. I knew she'd like it.
Fucking like, it's just, man, that's the SNL I knew. You know what I mean? So like, it's like, so for y'all to tell me that y'all read my book, I'm freaking the fuck out. Cause I'm like, was it even legible?
No.
Well,
The people have to read this because it's just such a journey of undeniableness, which your dad told you. Like just the tenacity and the stuff you went through before you got SNL and then on SNL. I mean, you're still standing. I have a lot of respect for you, man. You are something else. But the book, I read it. It was just, I don't know. It was very compelling. The stuff you went through and how honest it was. I mean, don't you find that? What's your reaction? What are people saying?
No one's saying anything yet, right?
I'm the first. Yeah.
This is the first. This is the first that people have told me they read it. And I'm freaking out. I'm like, okay, y'all read it. And I'm just like, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for, you know, people to go, oh no, it was good. It was good.
No, Leslie, I'm going to give you a full disclosure. Dana, I didn't even tell you this.
Okay.
Aside from this is two-parter. Aside from seeing Leslie, and I think what was happening, Leslie, is you were doing crowd work, and I was mesmerized in the back going, I don't think she did 1 ounce of her act. I think she walked up and was like, look at this motherfucker. And I was like, and she never stopped talking to the audience and killing. And I'm like, that is one of those things that I'm not good at. I go, this is so hard to do. And she just went from there to there to there to there, back to this guy, back to that, call back to this guy. And I must have told you after. I said, holy shit, that was just really, really fun to watch. And on the book part, Leslie, so here's where I got tripped up because first of all, the book starts, you get shot out of a cannon. You're immediately, it's I think it's Chris Rock telling you, I think it was early like that. Chris Rock saying, you're not ready, you're this and this. Then you start into the book. And you know what happened? Mine cuts off, and don't get mad at Jen. Mine cuts off at your dad taking to the Ramada Inn, because that was a good one. And it was like a medieval. It was really early on. So then Dana's filling me in, but it's not because I didn't want to, but I was going through it and I'm like, oh shit, it just goes blank. So Dana will fill you in on those parts and I will jump in on the other stuff.
Okay.
But by the way, I had 7 questions just at the beginning, Dana, because the Chris Rock stuff, he's like Yoda going, you're walking to the car or something. He's like, you're not ready. And you're like, what the fuck am I not ready? I've been doing this how many years, and why do you think and you're like, fuck
must do more clubs, yes. First comes set, then comes joke, then comes.
I was so fucking mad. Like, what the fuck you talking about? I'm fucking ready. The fuck?
It's hard to hear that from a guy great like Chris, because you're like, I guess this guy knows some shit, and then
he knew, right.
And it was right, yeah.
No, he always was that. He always was that guy. Even as a young man at SNL, he would just sum up things really in just a few words. He always had the old soul,
and he has a confidence with it. Yeah, he's like an old soul, like he's like Morgan Freeman or something.
Yeah, so
you listen to him.
But the ride of it, Leslie, I mean, I could relate to. Everybody had struggles in stand-up, starting and stuff, you just had a special amount of it and a special tenacity. And by the way, people, I mean, I could bounce all over the place, but that journey, I just going, here she comes again. And then when Jamie Foxx suggested you had to go live your life, and then you had about 6 years where you really didn't do stand-up and just lived your life. And then I think the church kind of saved you, the Victory Baptist Church, to get your attitude straight.
Or maybe your brother passed away or something.
Who would, if you don't play yourself in the movie, who would you want? I feel
Margot Robbie.
Who plays 19-year-old Leslie Jones? Margot Robbie actually just texted me. She's on the feed. She goes, I know.
That, I guess it would have to be I would have to go look for a young actress to play me.
Yeah, for someone in the 20s, but you could probably play yourself as the last 10 years.
I mean, with a lot of AI.
Listen, Leslie, it says you started at 47, or Dana said you got SNL at 47. I go, 47? I didn't know she was 47 yet.
I'm 55 right now.
You're 55.
That's was one of my favorite. I like the double. I like being 44. I like being 33. 55 feels badass. Now we got to get you to 66.
No
rush. I don't
want to rush. Thank you. All right.
Leslie, let me ask her one thing. Here's something that Dana, and I know it was brief on my end when I got to go over this, but she's at a club, and I don't think people relate to this, but you do explain it well. You're at a club on the road, you're busting your ass, it's snowing or something. You go in, you're just jumping around doing one-nighters, I think. And they do it, opener, middle, headliner. And because the rep was you would kill, the headliner, and you were middling, I think, the headliner would say they have to get out of there. And can I middle? I'm still the headliner, but can I get paid to headline, but middle and then not follow you? And then you finally said, fuck you. You pay me an extra $1,000 or I'm not headlining. And they were like, what do you mean?
It was something that I learned from, I'm looking right at DC Curry. I was on the road with DC Curry, and they didn't pay, and he did not walk on stage until they paid him. And he was like, always know your worth. Always know your worth. And this had been happening so much. This had just, and it started, the first couple of times it happened, at first, you fall for the first, but then after it started happening everywhere I went, I was like, oh, these motherfuckers just can't follow me. And instead of just saying, let's switch it up and let her headline and give me the respect that they probably would give dudes, they do that shit. And it just was just like, this literally happened right before I got SNL. So it was like, it really was one of those moments where I went back to the hotel. And I remember this moment exactly, you guys. I sat at the end of the bed because it was actually it was the one time that I had got a nice hotel at one of these fucking gigs. And I'm sitting at the end of the bed and I'm like, hey, man, I was 47. I was like, man, how long am I going to be able to do this shit? How long is this shit?
It's not getting easier.
It's not getting easy. And the money is not getting better. And it's just like, and now I'm starting to have to fight motherfuckers. Like, it just was one of those moments of like, fuck, like there's all darkness right now.
Mm-hmm.
And what? Yeah. So
and also people don't know you have to do more time when you headline, right? You were actually
when you headline. That's what it's called, headliner. Yeah. No one, everybody. It's great that you have the opening acts, and we know this. Everybody knows that you love having the opening acts, but the motherfuckers be waiting for you to come out. Mm-hmm. I mean, who did that joke best about like nobody wants to see fucking a comic before the Stones? Like, get the fuck off the stage. Mm-hmm. We want to see Mick Jagger. Like, what the fuck?
But the headliner has the responsibility because if you've got people killing before you, and the middle is kind of the easiest spot. It's warmed up. They haven't peaked. So you'd follow middles. I'd follow middles that just, want me not to be able to follow them. It was a gladiatorial, badass gunslinger environment. But the idea that you had to close after all that shit, kill that hard, but not get headliner money, the middle guy gets money. So that's not
all the fucking time. And in this one particular time, because I remember this I was like, yeah, I know who this comic is, and I know that this motherfucker don't want to follow me, and I'm not fucking going up. And at that time, I know I might have had some money. I wasn't sure. I think it was one of those moments of like, okay, fuck it. I guess I'm not going to get paid because I'm going to go back to the hotel because I'm not fucking doing this.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just,
it's a hard thing to do because you think they're going to tell people I'm a problem. They're going to, and you're like, and I think the guy caved and went and goes, and you said, go talk to your boss or something.
Yeah, because he wasn't the one who booked me. The one who booked me was solid dude. He's a solid dude.
Okay.
And that dude worked for him. He thought, I'm going to go in and I'm going to tell the female, she going to book, because that's how he came at me. Well, this is what's going to happen. I was like, no, motherfucker, this is not what's going to happen. You going to give me $1,000 more, fucking headlining this headlining, because I got to go out when they drunk. They drunk at this point.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's the word.
Where the opener does like, 20, 25 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
I got to do like 45 hours, and in a black club, real talk, an hour.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. Also, Leslie, they throw down the checks in some of these clubs. So when you're on stage, if people at home listening, they put down the check for the bill right in the middle of your act, and suddenly everything stops, and everyone's looking at, okay, who had 3 Cokes? Who had the,
You're going for your big closer, and they're doing math.
Yeah. Who had the potato skins?
Clank.
Motherfuckers don't know. And it's like people don't even understand it's on another level for females. For females, it's a whole other level. Like, we are on stage performing, like in front. It's a whole different level.
What in specific do you mean? I mean, just that even if the crowd is half women, or if
so it's a lot of things when it goes on for and I hate to even say female comic because we should just be comics. Yeah. And it's like, because y'all don't have to say I'm a male comic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, I had to learn early that when I walk on stage, like t-shirt, jeans, tennis shoes, because there's a couple of things that happen when a female comic walks on stage, especially if she's looking nice or good. The first thing, and you don't want to admit it, most people won't admit it, but a woman to look and go, well, and especially if she were a man, and then she'll look at her man and see if her man will want to fuck her. And then you're going through all of this 5 minutes while I'm standing on stage.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that level. And then I swear what came to my head when I was thinking about it was, and I hate to say this, we out late in front of a crowd that's drinking, full of boisterous men, and we have to do some type of material. And if we're doing dirty material, motherfuckers are going to think one way. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, other women comedians have told me similar things about the dynamic of that. Yeah.
And now I never had to worry about it because I wish a nigga would. And I will fuck you up, but
Did you ever have to physically fight people coming on the stage, or did you ever get something thrown at you?
I've had things thrown at me. I've had people come up on stage. I've had people pull their dick out on me. I've fallen off the stage often. I've had to referee a brawl doing a set. Yeah, I've done it's pretty much.
I apologize for the dick thing.
Yeah.
A million times.
I was going to say David, but
that was the biggest brawl too that I had ever. It was at the Autobahn. It was the Autobahn
in Germany.
It was a little show that Angelo Lazaro was throwing, and Gerald Kelly got into a fight with a bunch of Puerto Ricans in the front. Because and one of them had already got up and showed me they dick. And see, in that situation, what you do, it's very, because you have to, again, women have to be very smart. Like you'll get the listen. I'm gonna get in trouble for saying it, right? Okay,
not at all.
As women, it's like a warrior type thing. Now, you do have women that are not gonna be like, I'm not cool with that. Like, don't fucking pull your dick out on me. Let's stop the show. I fucking get that. I understand that. But there's a level me that I have been raised around so many dudes and athletes and just hustlers, pushers, dealers. It's a moment there. I'm not scared of you. You could pull your fucking dick out, but let me see this is how I'm going to handle you, sir. So that's all you got? Pull your fucking pants up. you're embarrassing your friends. Your friends are here and you pull that out. God, if you was going to do it, at least have a big dick. Like, that's how I handled him.
Yep.
He went and sat down. They had more fun. They were drinking. So Gerald Kelly comes on the stage, starts a fight with him, and then chairs start flying. And I just remember being under the table and Angelo was trying to get me out the restaurant, but I was under the table like Celie and Color Purple. Like, I want to see. So, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, that was well put, Leslie.
Well,
and
you got out of it. But, you know,
I totally
anything
get
to
that.
get out of it. Yeah.
I totally get that. I would. When did you? When did you? When you got to like a professional clubs, did it get a little better, like an improv or like a more upscale club? I mean, or was it always men had a weird thing? There's a woman, I'm drunk, I'm gonna give her shit, I'm gonna hit on her, I'm gonna, make fun of her. Yeah, got it.
But are you saying that I ever having a good experience?
Well, I mean, no.
Well,
I mean,
it never really goes away, I don't think. I don't think you always...
Eventually,
even the
it's
improvs.
Leslie Jones, famous person, is headlining. Eventually.
Oh, and that still happens. That still
Yeah.
happens. Like, I mean, I'm on tour now, and this woman stood up in the middle of my act and gave me flowers.
Oh.
And it was like,
Yeah.
what I do, bitch? Like, what do I say? Like,
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Just, at a punchline. And, when they do it right at a punchline, you're like,
Yeah.
ruin the whole joke.
Well, alcohol is a problem.
Yeah, they
with
just fucked it.
stand-up.
Unless you're Matt Rife.
Bite me. I just had somebody bite me. Like, it still happens,
Yeah.
man. Like, I think it's, and I keep saying this, I just think it's different with women
Mhm.
because it just feels like property at sometimes when people come and watch you. You'd never bite a Dave Chappelle, or you
Yeah.
might jump on stage and try to shoot him or whatever. But do you get what I'm saying?
You
Yeah,
might
for sure.
slap Chris Rock, but you're never gonna.
What
Try
would
to-
you do? I wish that happened to you. I want to see you.
Let me explain something to you. And me and Chris talk about this all the time. It wouldn't have happened to me because I've been on that stage and that's a long walk. I would have been like, wait a minute, are you coming up here, motherfucker? Wait a minute. Okay, that was...
Not the good part.
That's Will Smith.
No, it's like, are you coming up here, motherfucker? I would have ran around. I'd have been like, Will, calm down. You finna slap me? No, it would have
Wouldn't
been
get
a
that
whole-
far.
Right.
Yeah.
So what did Chris
been a
say
whole-
about his react? Because Chris kind of bent forward and kind of put his face out like,
Chris talk about it all the time. It was like he did not think he was finna slap him. Hey, whoever this is that keep calling me, man, tell him to stop doing that. Come get this phone. Hey, Fernanda, somebody come get this phone.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop. It was me. But anyway,
Dana keeps calling her.
Yeah. I don't hold the stage. When I've had drunks come on the stage, I just leave the stage. So I probably would have danced I would have maybe backed up.
I would not have stood there. I would have ran. So
Right.
Well, yeah. If he didn't think it's coming, but if it does
I
happen,
think that was going to happen. Like, you honestly think that maybe he was going to come up and go, hey, man, don't say that shit about my wife. Don't talk that shit about me. No, but Will went straight for, ooh, child.
or he could have been doing a bit and gone, put his hand on his shoulder and go, listen,
Right.
and just get a laugh by doing something like
right.
why I oughta.
You're not thinking that. It's just a very bad situation all around. I fucking hate that it ever. I hate that it happened.
Yeah.
It made me sick.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
hated
it was
too.
very bad. Very
Yeah.
bad. On both states, it's just like fuck.
Mhm.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I said the same thing. I said 5.
Well, yeah, it triggered David and I because we were pipsqueaks back in the day. We're kind of burly and strong men now, but we got bullied a lot, and
Yeah.
so it triggered us just because Will's so much bigger than Chris. But
But it did it really trigger you though?
For real.
oh
for
yeah.
real,
Made me feel sense memory of stuff,
Really?
but, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
embarrassing
Oh, a
him.
big black dude beating you up?
No,
Well, sure. Yeah.
No, my father is Irish Scottish.
Oh, Irish Scottish. Oh my god.
And his dad is black.
Yeah.
Yeah. Black
I did it
Irish.
too. When Dana and I grew up, and we were both, not a pipsqueak is a strong word. It's accurate, but it's true. And we would get pushed around from my older brother to just everyone at school and mixed neighborhoods where I was such an easy target. And just so it's ingrained in you, and you just get it just pushed down because you can't really fight back. And if you do, you lose. And so you learn to just take it, but it's hard to take after a while. And having Chris do that on a national audience worldwide, and you're like, oh my God, in his head, he's like, should I have just fucking dove down on him, even if I lost at least? Because there's half the people go, why don't you fight back? It's just a very tough thing to live with.
Dude, let me tell you something. And I'm speaking from a black perspective, it's bad for us because it's like, what the fuck just happened on national TV on a platform that we hardly get on in a good way, and this happens. That's
Right.
what it's off. That's some after party shit that happened on the fucking stage. And it's just like for us, it's like fuck on both ends. It's like, what the fuck? This moment wasn't supposed to be that. You know what I'm saying? And then on Chris's point, to me, he was the braver part of taking what happened to him and still fucking rolling. Like y'all need to understand that this shit happened in front of his kids, in front of his mom, that's a lot to fucking deal with. And it's just then on top of pack of this, like, oh, two black people just got fucking in a fight on national fucking TV where everybody's watching. The world is watching.
Oh yeah.
So
And if they don't see it, they see that clip.
It's fucking awful. It's awful. So all around, it's terrible.
But Chris kept talking, it was mind-boggling that he could even talk instead of just be stunned. Like, so much going through your mind. He's still reading the cards, saying the next thing, and continuing, which you almost just want to stare off and go, what's going on? What do I do?
Yeah.
He was great. He was great.
Yeah.
Chris was bullied too as a kid, and he was so poised. And then his special a year later, all keep reporting the whole thing, and then he does his special and lands it really, really hard.
We were all there together.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like everybody need to understand too that comics, like if real good comics, take that shit to the stage. I mean, I think, again, like us, we know a lot of comics that didn't take it to the stage and lost their fucking mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that is what you're supposed to do. We are somewhat, I think of Jesters, because Jesters was very much used by the king when he wanted to raise taxes. Oh, let me make them laugh. But the Jesters fucking made fun of everybody. So we are that sheet of like, you're not in this alone. And listen, instead of crying, let's laugh about this shit. Like we are very important people as far as comedy and its form of it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. He had to talk about it. I think he played it smart, waited, does a special, talks about it at the end. Everyone's riveted. Yeah.
Not only, this is what I told everybody, I was like, this is where we know that comedy, like people just taking advantage of it because, TikTok, everybody think they funny. Everybody think they're funny.
Yeah.
Everybody think they're comic. Everybody think, and then they go on the road and this is what I want to tell you is that's that most people learn when they try to fuck with our shit. And then they go to Omaha, Nebraska, and don't got no motherfucking material. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, So, everybody think they're funny. Everybody don't understand really the development of what comedy really is as far as being a real gangster and doing that shit live, first of all, and then talking about that shit on national television, knowing the motherfucker that did it is watching.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Still there. Oh yeah. Oh that. Oh, you mean that when he did on a special? Oh, he was watching. Oh yeah.
But it's true. I mean, it is a club that takes a lot of work to get into. I think you can take a 5-year-old and maybe get them an Oscar if you make them sad, and they could, or at least nominated. But nobody can just walk on stage the first night and have an hour of stand up. It's such a hard road to get there.
I don't understand that it takes time. Everyone's like, why do you wait so long? Well, hey, motherfucker, like it takes time to develop a great set. You know?
Yeah. And you gotta and it's funny because every set is a little different, even if people don't really notice. But some crowds are a little more into you. Sometimes your attitude's a little different. Sometimes you're like, God, if I do the joke exactly like this, it should work every time. And sometimes it just doesn't. And you go, did I get off on the wrong foot? Did I miss a word? Like it's so hard to nail it every night. There's still big bomb nights for me. I'm sure they are for you guys. It's just, that's the hard part, is it's not bulletproof. It's still hard. Still hard out there.
The scariest part is then they ask you to record it. So you go, we don't know what the fuck is going to happen tonight. Like,
yeah, that's terrifying.
Like, I did that show fucking great 5 nights ago. Why didn't you record that?
Use that one. That's
Well, when you taped Problem Child, was it one night? I mean, you had one shot, because I only had I would have 2 shots, but I heard that other comics would have 10 tapings, 5 tapings. That
was so weird. If I could go back, Problem Child would have been such a different thing. That was 20 material. That was the first time I ever did a comic special. We did it twice. Mm-hmm. We taped 2 shows. Mm-hmm. But I was
Which
young.
show was better?
To this day, I don't remember. I just remember both of them being successful for me, as far as like I got what I wanted, because I didn't understand that. Like when I look at Problem Child now, I go, "That's great. I was funny. I was a very funny comic." But now I'm just like,
it's different level.
I'll blow that motherfucker out the water now, because I'm intricate. You know, you're more intricate. You're more like SNL did that for me too. I'm gonna be honest. SNL put shelves in my head, like they helped me organize a lot of things that I wanted to do on stage. So,
right, because
I like that description.
Yeah, you want to keep the spontaneity, a sense of it, but also have some organizational structure to get on a ride with the audience, to really, really power them and not be start-stopping. Right. So.
Well, and also too, people need to understand this is our job, so it's a tool. So now a set is a fucking tool. So it's just like if I stepped on stage and opened up a thing and pulled my set out. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know, that's what people fucking don't understand when they're up there fucking over my goddamn laugh. Just because you made people laugh in the living room does not make you a fucking comic.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I mean, on TikTok, I saw a guy on TikTok. You ever seen these? They do these little pranks, and you just want to get the guy to get their ass fucking kicked. This guy goes up to a guy and he just clips off he's on earphones. This older guy in a mall. He cuts his earphones off, and the guy goes, "What are you doing, man?" And the kid's like, "What? I didn't do anything." And I'm like, "Do you know how fast someone should beat the fucking shit out of you?" And the guy's like, "Don't touch me! Don't touch me!" And you think, are these pranks? Are these humor? Are these getting
10 million views or something?
And you go, no reward should be put for that. The guy thinks he's hilarious. It's
because it's called shock comedy. Like it's a generation that's come along and don't.
We sound old. It's funny.
Little shit fucks. Like they take pranks and they think it's funny, and emotionally you are inept. You are emotionally inept if you think that it's funny to go up and destroy somebody's property and then not expect them to beat the living shit out of him. Yeah, that shit never happens to me, because that's what would happen. I would dog stomp. Not only would I dog stomp that motherfucker, I would take money and then I would call a couple of my friends to come up and dog stomp them with me. And then I would call his friends, because his friends are probably assholes too, and have them come up to get him and then pummel them motherfuckers so they not know they could go out and fuck nobody.
Yeah. Because Dana, you don't see it as much, but like on TikTok, they'll be in a store and just throw a kick. They throw a ball like in someone's face and act like they didn't do it. And someone gets like their neck snapped and you're like, basically the premise is, I look cool, you look stupid, I get all the benefit of it, and you look like an asshole,
Right.
and I'm a hero. It's so ridiculous. Anyway, I don't wanna get-
it's just shock comedy. I used to always say that to Pete. I was like, that shit don't last. Don't nobody like when motherfuckers just fart in the room. That's stupid. You a child. That shit's a child. Yeah, you a snicker. Yeah. But it's stupid. Like, how old are you? You know what I mean? Like, it's like people don't understand that shock comedy shit, it does not last and it don't work on stage. Unless you're really funny.
No.
Only people who can pull that off. And again, you have to be doing comedy for a while to learn it. That's what's wrong with the New Jacks. They don't want to fucking learn the song. They just want to start singing. They don't want to learn the notes. They don't want to learn how the arrangement is. They don't want to learn how the instruments are used. They just want to get on that motherfucker and start singing. And it don't work like that. Just because you got a fucking lucky chance and sang the song once right.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And also, they'll book influencers or YouTube stars. Nothing against them, but they'll book them in clubs, and then it's like, uh-oh.
What about when you got on SNL? Did you feel like, I think Dana agrees, it's such a different muscle to write a sketch or write something. So you got hired sight unseen, I think, from Rock through Lauren, right?
Yeah,
Is that true?
I went audition and everything. I went audition.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, in 8H. In 8H? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Auditioned in AH, did a bit and everything. I got lost in the little catacombs. I was like, Chris, that runs the floor. I was like, Chris Kelly that runs the floor. He just told me to walk straight, but I didn't. I just turned because it was so many turns and shit. And he was like, why didn't you just walk straight? And so you could hear him fussing at me in the back. And I was like, because I look like I'm supposed to go this way, but I'm supposed to go that way. He was like, just go straight. Just go straight. So that all this is happening and they can.
Oh my God.
It's like, so by the time I got to the stage, they're already laughing at me. So I went to the stage.
But could you talk about your mindset on that? Because you did it in the book. It's kind of interesting because that's a place where you can fold under the pressure, but you had sort of a switch in your head where you took control. Go ahead.
We are real comics. This is when the real always comes the fuck out and destroys the fake ass motherfuckers. Because whether you're a wrench, if you can work or not, if you're a good wrench or a bad wrench, you about to get proven right now. So those moments when I saw that dark shit, the first thing I thought was Comedy Store, 1:30 morning. Let's go. How many times have we done the Comedy Store and there's been like 2 people in there? And you still go up because what? You want that $15. At least that's why I went up. Because I need to get that check. And you need to get enough of them to equal $100. So.
And you want to win. You go, I've treated it like it's a crowded room. You just go to your
act. It just was nothing. It was a mindset of like, fuck it. I'm finna really just be silly. And honestly, to be honest, I didn't go in there thinking they was gonna give me the job anyway. I honestly, whenever I go into a job, I don't think that the person that I'm going in to interview is brave enough to pick me. Do you get what I'm saying? So when I went into SNL, I was like, there's no way they're gonna make me a fucking cast member, not right off. Nah, I'm gonna definitely have to massage these people. Like, it's something that you realize about yourself.
Did you see his reaction after your audition, or was there any exchange after the 8H audition?
I knew he thought I was funny. And I think when I met with him, when I finally had a meeting with him, I was so nervous because I was sitting there in front of a motherfucker that you've seen on TV. Now, I'm still always this person. When I see somebody that I see on TV, I'll be like, damn, that's that dude. That's the dude from the TV. Like, you don't look nothing like they. And it was fascinating to see that.
Whatever comes out of you, you just start talking.
He's like small. Like, so he's small, but like, he has so much power. So I think I was very nervous. And then the first thing I thought was, okay, white people like to hear names that they know. So, and I knew Eddie Murphy. So I was like, I know Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy said I'm funny. So. And he was like, "Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure."
Right.
Okay, that's one.
That's good. That's I'm glad. And I was like, all right, because in my head, again, this man is what 60 something. I'm 40 something. We grown people. Like, I'm grown too. Like, The fuck? Like, this is an interview, but I'm grown as
I'm an adult.
Like, I used to tell Steve all the time, motherfucker, we mark the same on an insurance form. We mark the same age group. Don't fucking come at me like I'm one of these little children.
I love the defiance. I mean, I'm such a. It's great.
It's awesome.
But you also, Lauren is very buttoned down. I mean, he's almost British in a sense, and reserved in that way. But all this emotions right under the surface, and you would be more demonstrative with him.
Oh,
right?
Because again,
it's like a sitcom.
I'm a woman who's really been in this game, and like again, I've come from pimps, hustlers, crackheads. You know how to work a person's ego. You know how to read someone. Lauren, to you guys is so powerful and shit, but to me, he was just like this older man that was cool and probably misunderstood because everybody's scared of him. So I used to always be just like, I'm finna talk to him. Like, ain't nobody saying hello. Why y'all running? Lauren. And like whenever we would sit by each other, I would, I would fix his plate. Like anytime he would ask me to come, I would always come dressed to the nines because he likes that type of shit. He believes in the like when we were sitting there beside each other and they're flashing the pictures. He loves that for the person that he's helping because he wants them to understand this is a different world, Leslie. This is a different world. But see, what I had to explain to Lauren was that, yeah, children love that shit. I'm not a child anymore. I've been through a gang of shit. I'm not a kid no more. So them flashing the lights, it's not impressive to me because, see, I'm Leslie Jones. Of course they're flashing the lights. Stop that shit so I can enjoy my pasta. You're going to get your picture. So, and at any end, I think he finally understood that. But,
He did say to me, I think, Dana, I don't know if he said it to you, he said, if you're a star, you should look like a star. Like dress up, like look like a star. He goes, you see these big stars and you go, that's a star.
Yeah.
And I don't think I ever totally did it, but I go, I get it.
Well,
you want to play the part.
It depends though, because the world is changing. Like
it's true. Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio, what they would say to me is like, oh my God, you're so different because Leo would never do it. I was like, yeah, there's a different type of star. Like, everybody used to always wish, and I used to always say this, like, if I become famous, I'm going to be like Arsenio. Arsenio can walk through the city. Like, Magic Johnson can walk through the city. I don't want to be like Michael Jackson, hold up in my motherfucking house and can't come out nowhere. Like, I still go to Ralph's. Like, you'll see me on Ralph's. Like, you'll see me at Ralph's. I love Ralph's. Are you kidding? That fucking cake? I'm going to get my own cake. like, you're not going to stop me from going to the farmer's market. There's a fucking chicken wrapped in bacon restaurant there. No. There's a pickle fucking stand. I'm not going to, so... so yeah, what I had to tell him though, like what he had to learn was that I understood what he was trying to. I understood that that's the stardom, but at that point in my life, that wasn't the stardom that I wanted anymore. If you would have called me in my 20s and 30s, I'd have ate that shit up. But I might have burnt the fuck out too, and not really even became as good as I am now.
And you feel right now you're the best stand-up you've ever been.
I feel like I'm a samurai. I feel like I've graduated to the class of like, I will fuck, please don't challenge me. I'm that bitch. I'm going to erase, fuck. Like I earned my fucking stripes as far as, what surprises me is that people don't know I'm a stand-up. And people used to say, so you do stand-up? And I would be like,
what?
My head
so offensive.
Like, do you know how many checks? Do you know how many bills I paid with stand up, motherfucker? I would kill you.
Now that this book is out, everybody's gonna know. I mean, it's really the journey.
When you're at SNL, did you have any friction with people because you're a strong personality, or is it just sort of every man for himself? You're just out there, or you just
worked at SNL. There's always friction with people. Of course, yeah. I mean, of course, but it's like a family thing. You get inside that bubble. I put it like this. SNL's for young motherfuckers because it's a high school. You go in there and you follow those steps that they have. But an older person going into that shit, like, no, I'm not finna do that. No, I'm not finna go to that party. No, I'm not finna. Like, I think I remember when I started, they had this rule where the new cast members would have to sit in the back of the restaurant doing after parties. I would be like, no. And I would go and get my shit to go, and I would go home. I could sit in the back of my house. What the fuck? One time
I can have no one see me at my house.
No, one time they put me at the table with Pete's mom. I was like, I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. Yo, I went up and got my shit to go and fucking left. Like it was shit like that I didn't like. This is my thing that I would tell Lauren all the time. We're the cast members. Like it's very much to what I would tell promoters and club owners. We are the comics. You don't have no show without us. Like, don't stop treating us like we're the lowest of the totem pole and fucking start treating us like the fucking cast. I understand you got to get a show. You ain't got to torture and fucking humiliate no fucking body to get a show out of them. We want to be here. I want to do the show. Suffrage shouldn't be so much part of fucking getting across. I understand that there is some paying dues. Trust me, I understand. I've been a comic. I understand that you got to learn the machine. And that is something that I had to learn too, is that this machine is bigger than me. I need to learn the machine. But there's just still a line of like, God damn it, don't make it struggle. Like, this shouldn't be high school. And it was very high school sometimes, to where I was very grown to be like, I will pull my belt off and discipline you in this fucking hallway. Don't you fucking talk to me like that. I'm older than you. I remember telling Lindsay Shookers one time, I said, bitch, I'm older than you. Where's my yes, ma'am? Where the fuck is my yes, ma'am? Like, That's some of the shit that I didn't like. You know, that like some of the shit that would go on is like, yo, you're not old enough to tell me to shut up.
Yeah.
Girl, you can't fight me. And I would tell Lauren all the time, who gonna come over here and get me? Who you gonna send? Who gonna fight me?
Really? You tell Lauren that?
What was Kenny Amon?
Oh my God.
Lauren is actually thinking like,
Lauren,
maybe Seth Meyers, he would go low.
You're lucky Rob Schneider's not still here.
And he would just be laughing because I would be like, Lauren, I'm about to whoop his ass. Tell me not to. I remember one time I wanted to whoop Steve's ass. I was like, yo, Lauren, you need to tell me not to whoop his ass. He was like, please don't whoop his ass.
Well, I think people should know at this point that you were national. I mean, you went to Chapman University on a full basketball scholarship. So part of your kick-assery and physicality is from being an athlete, and competitive athlete, and trash talking. Don't take shit from anyone.
I was always the biggest kid, so I was always, maybe I was a bully sometimes, and sometimes I was the hero. So yeah, I took that into grown uphood. You know what I'm saying?
Did you find people to write with that you jive with, or do you have to write all your own stuff?
You talking about that SNL?
Yeah.
If they needed me for a certain character, they would write for me. But if like I wanted to do some shit, it had to be something that they really wanted to do. Does that make sense? So it wasn't like there were some cast members that had people that wrote for them all the time.
Yeah.
I didn't have that.
Yeah.
I mean, Tucker was always the one that would step up and write for me and Keenan. But as far as like being in a Kent sketch, sometimes when I would beg James, and it just was very that much like what they wrote for whoever they wanted to write for. I mean, they wrote for that person. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's been like that. There's a couple that got taken care of a lot, and then gravitated to, and then maybe you focused on update, or just that you knew your own sense of humor.
Your update stuff was what was really, really.
Yeah, and see, if I would have liked that to be told to me, than to be just like, okay, yeah, we want you in sketches too, but only time you have me in the sketches if I'm fighting somebody, or if I'm cursing somebody out, or if I'm having sex with them, or it was just like, I'm more
like a prop kind of. It wasn't.
Yeah. So like when they put me in the Weezer sketch, which I was so happy they put me in that, because I was like, this is so much different than what they usually do. And I love that. You know, I wanted stuff like that. I wanted to be like, you know how they used to have the singing chipmunks? Like, and I wanted to be in shit like that. It's just like hard to get in stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, they sort of see you a certain way. They see every cast member like through a certain lens. And if you don't fit in that.
Well, they make a character of myself.
Yeah. And maybe would they say, all they have to do is say either play this really straight or play down, give you a tiny bit of direction and you're there.
It's so funny that you're saying that because that's what I would scream to them. I said, I know you think that since I'm Leslie, that I'm going to take over the sketch. I already know what you're thinking. That's why you're not putting me in the sketch, because you think I'm going to make myself the man. I'm not. Tell me what to do. I know how to play down. I've been with myself for 40-something years. You think I haven't been told to shut them? Hey, you allowed. You think I haven't been told? You don't think? Like, I know how
you get it. You go, tell me the sketch.
Totally.
What is the feel of it? Okay, we're all playing it under. Great.
That all the time. I said, if you write me loud, I'm going to play loud. But if you write me this way, I'm going to play that way. Just because and it was just be like, you don't understand when you're in the sketch, you're just this. And I was like, well, I'm fucking sorry.
Well, quit writing my character with all caps.
That would have been so much fun to see you play a wallflower or very shy person.
Yeah.
Really small.
Nerdy girl.
You play like Garth's, nerdy friend.
Yeah. Love interest.
Yeah. Garth.
Hey,
yeah,
and that's what I used to tell Lauren all the time. I was like, it's a shame. Lauren actually understood. But like, what can you do when you have all those elements? You're like a puppet master at that point. I'm pretty sure he was very disappointed when I was disappointed. Because he used to love when I would do the cow videos, because I could show how good I could act. He was like, you're a really good actress. And I would tell him to tell these motherfuckers, like, go tell these motherfuckers and tell them to do it. But it's like, how much control really, I wonder if he had. I don't know.
I don't think he tries to, the energy at any age to micromanage. I think he's more, he's directing the show and producing it, but not specifically. I know you'll figure it out. It'd be nice if it had like an ending, and maybe put Leslie in there. Wouldn't be a.
It all shakes out. Like they shake out, and at the end, Kristen Wiig's always going to do well. You know what I mean? Each show, it kind of was like these people get lost in the shuffle. These people come out ahead. Someone writes for them, and they get a good spot up front. We're in a good spot in the studio. You know how that is. If you're right up front, it's great. Not in the corners.
But the writers would write for more redundantly for someone who's scoring, or they think if I write with this person, my sketch will get on. So it becomes kind of a tape loop where, like I didn't really mind, but I never would play a game show host, which I didn't need to when Phil Hartman was there, the great Phil Hartman, or Will Ferrell, like certain people, like that's our game show host guy. But your stuff, they
would always give me the looks, the word, like the lines, because they knew. And sometimes too, I would help them tell the joke that they're trying to tell. Like I know what you're trying to achieve, and you're not achieving it with what you wrote. Chris Kelly and I can't think of the other girl's name, the girl that used to write with him. But when I first got there, Chris and Sarah. At first, when I got there, I did not like them. I thought they was very, high schooly or cliquish. But honestly, on Real Talk, like they were really good writers. They were really good writers, and they were specific about what they wanted, and they would write very up-to-date stuff. Matter of fact, when they left, it was noticed. Like, I remember texting them going, I know y'all ain't gonna believe hearing this from me, but I miss you motherfuckers. Like,
that's nice to hear, though.
Tim and Zach, Tim Robinson and Zach. Oh my God, they would write those. When they left, I was like, there's no hope, because those 4 people would actually write.
There's no hope. Tim Robinson, the one that does these crazy show, I think you should leave.
Of the best
hysterical.
Shit for me. He would write some of the best shit for me, and just like I love. There were people who tried, I guess, but I don't fucking know. I don't know if it was just a certain thing that they wanted me to always be like. I don't know what the fucking. But at some point, like in my 20s, 30s, you can do that shit because I can take the time to build myself on the outside and do that or whatever. And when it's time for me to go, I'm gonna be still young. But when you're 47, hey man, I'm gonna get up out of here, man.
Time's clicking. Yeah.
Hey, man,
Listen, I was
I
was sarcastic, Leslie, and so they have all these comedians, and we're all kind of the same. So they just go, if it's this piece of, it's not just we need someone funny. It's like, oh, sarcasm. Give it to Spade. That's his 3% of the comedy he can do. You get that line. This one, Goofy, Sandler. Fall down, Farley. It was like that kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Schneider had a lot of accents. Dana had a lot of impressions.
Dana
it was weird.
Was like, put a dress
on
on Dana. Put a dress on him.
Yeah, and
it'll be fine.
You understand what that is. It's an institution. That's what happens in institutions.
And there's too many people. So they go, we've got someone that can do this, and Leslie can do that. And so if it was less like in the old SNL days, they might say, Leslie, now you have to come in and play Garth's girlfriend because we're out of people. So and then you get bigger because you're showing more moves.
Exactly. And
if you fumble it, they don't write it for you. But if you can go out there and do it, then they might believe in it and go, oh shit, we'll give her something else.
Just like, just let me do one. Just let me do one. See it.
I think Lauren looks at the writers and the cast as like the Congress. They're two different houses of government in a way.
Yeah,
and I think that
very much.
And they're in their own world. I think that, and Lauren would say this. When they start to cross-pollinate and integrate the comedian, quote unquote, because I did have a writer's credit, is integrating with the writers. So who were your champions? I mean, besides I guess Tim, really, or writers that just
like I said, Tucker would always come through.
Yeah.
Tucker would always come through. Like if I wanted to get something actually written, I would go to Tucker and be like, hey, this is what I want to write. And he would make it happen.
So that's good.
So
or you write something and you go to someone good, like even Rock. I mean, I was blessed with all these guys around. So you walk over to Rock and say, hey, will you skim this and just see if, or you come to me and say, Spade, just give me 2 jokes. Mm-hmm. This is a 2-page update bit. Anything you can add. And then he'd do that to a couple of people because everyone there where you turned was pretty funny. And that's a great way to do it. And it's that feels more of a team effort. But if you can just go to one of those writers, because a lot of them are great, every year they hire solid people, and you can go, hey man, just give me 5 minutes. It's very hard to ask, and it's very hard to
get them to actually say that they're going to do it because it was
they're busy.
Always a lot of I'll be over there, and then you don't.
Right, they're working on theirs for 7 hours with the door closed.
And this is. I wish it was just a lot more of like I would always take my sketches to Keenan too and let him read it. And Keenan always gave me great notes.
Sure, go get something.
The update team is always a different house also because when you're doing an update, they're going to give you everything you need to do with the update. But pretty much I always came in with what it was I wanted to talk about, and they just fleshed it out. But I mean,
I got up for an Emmy though. That's
the one thing that's kind of interesting.
Hard to do.
Yeah, you're Emmy nominated and you have awards and stuff. But it's interesting that in Ghostbusters, what did you think of the character they gave for you in Ghostbusters? That experience?
Listen, I always tell people this, and I will always say this, and I know it's not a popular opinion, but the movie that we shot is not the movie that got released. And I don't spend 3 months in fucking Boston shooting a fucking movie for it just not to come out to what it was supposed to come out to. And I mean, there are so many great moments that got missed out because of press, because of dumb motherfuckers sitting behind their computer keys, mad that women are playing Ghostbusters. Like, I mean, Trump even came out and was like, women Ghostbusters. Like it was fucking awful. It was just like awful. And then it came down to the point where the studio really started getting scared instead of just like fucking like if they
Here it is.
Bear down and fucking went on and made that movie. Like they didn't spend the money that they wanted to spend on special effects. And we're like, if you're making a Ghostbuster movie, then the special effects is like the most important fucking thing. Like, go ahead. There was a scene, and I will always say, how you can put this in the book. There's a scene with Chris Hemsworth when he's on top of the movie theater and possessed by the ghost, and he's making the soldiers dance. And Michael Williams did a thriller like routine. It was the best thing you will ever see ever. It was the two, and the dude that played the I can't think of his name, that played the white FBI agent. He learned white, no rhythm, but he learned that motherfucking routine, and it was freaking incredible. Nowhere in the movie.
Not even test screen. You never saw it.
You see it in the credits. They put it in the credits. You like, why put it in the fucking what? It was so, there were so many stunt scenes that me and Kate did. There were so many scenes between Melissa and Kristen that explain their fucking friendship. That like when you look at this movie, you don't understand why they're such friends. But the scenes that they cut out would explain all of that. It was so annoying because it was just more of like, I don't understand how come our society is the way that it is. If anything, you have a daughter. Why would you tell your daughter she couldn't be a Ghostbuster?
Right. It seems like that's not where you die on your sword is the Ghostbusters. That's the one you won't let girls.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I mean, it was so absurd that it was a problem for whatever part of humanity. I don't know, the small chorus that makes noise online, but
I mean, that experience, the filming of it was fun because we really expected it to be such a great movie. What we were filming, we were like, this is gonna make all those motherfuckers shut up. And I would tell you, it's one times that I ever learned the most valuable lesson in my life is that I never, ever let anything go out without me watching it first. And we were so confident that the movie was going to be so good. None of us saw the movie before it came out. They asked us, did we want to go see it? And we were like, oh, no, you can't fuck this up.
Oh, wow. Yes, they can.
Well, sometimes they don't let you. Sometimes you see it and you don't like it and they go too late. And that's frustrating too, because you go, oh my God, now I got to do press. And I got to be like, this is not what I thought.
It's monstrously made. And I don't know the circumstance behind the scene, but man, is a movie made in the editing room. And they let Mike and I in the editing room for Wayne's World 1, and the Foxy Lady scene with Garth, it was just all wrong. And so I was able to fix it. It's not simple if it's your thing, but I'd love to say that that's an unusual story. The only thing that's bizarre is, it's such an unforced error, whoever directed or whoever made it, because you had Melissa McCarthy, you had Leslie Jones, you had Kristen Wiig and Kate McGinnon. So that's an all-star, superstar cast.
Our third version now. We should be on the third version of that's how good it was when we were taping it. And it just goes through those machines and it spits out some shit that we didn't even recognize. Like
you think you have four great comedians, and then you go, you're actually trying every day for 3 months to be funny, not walking through it. They have scenes together. They're not going to go home without going, it's got to be funnier.
I lost 30 pounds doing that shoot. And let me tell you something, the fucking things that the guys had, we had metal fucking packs on us that we were in the sun every day. There was one night we showed up and I literally thought that Paul Fade had turned into my college coach because he literally said, line up and just start running. We were like, with these packs on? We had to run forwards and backwards for 2 hours.
If they could tell you how good the movie do ahead of time, you would work harder because you go, oh, this one. It's like when you're busting up, you're like, is this even in the movie? And how much running do you really gonna? 2 seconds of this?
And then to get like straight, just like attacked. Like it was like a vegan attack was just like, it made me just lose faith in humanity. Cause I was just like, what? This is not real. This is a movie.
Yeah. What are they attacking? What are they attacking you for?
Because Dana, sometimes that happens. Like I've done in movies where the first 2 reviews aren't good. And you go, oh no, this is the one where they all decide, oh, let's all jump on this one and hate it.
Oh, it was a motherfucking field. Like, I'm talking about racist. I'm talking about people jacking off on my pictures, sending it to me. I'm talking about people sending me videos talking about they're gonna kill me, that they're gonna fucking hang me. They got like real talk on me. Like the type of shit that you go, what the fuck is mentally wrong with you?
Yeah.
It's Ghostbusters.
It was crazy.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that. That's because
just that
it's a goofy movie. You're just trying to get some laughs, really.
Well, a goofy
bottom
movie
line.
that everybody was like, "Oh, you're gonna blow up after this."
How? Oh, wow, that's even worse.
You're
The other way.
blow up. You're the fucking Ghostbusters. I had black actresses coming up to me going, "Girl, you know I auditioned for that. You got that shit. Ooh, you got like."
I know. The problem with film is that in the edit or whatever they're cutting out, it doesn't go from funny to a little less funny. It goes from funny to not funny. Now, I don't know how many cooks were in the kitchen on Ghostbusters, but that's a surefire way to ruin a movie. One guy said, I don't like that scene. We got to cut this scene. And then the whole souffle gets all caught up. I've been in it. I don't even want to talk about the movies I've been in. I tried to, I just walk out and go, I saw the dailies. It was funny. I would just put a lot of moving masters on the four of you. Like not a lot of cutting. Just let them do their dance and not
play it out,
not beat the shit out of it. Or in your case, I guess wholesale scenes were cut. It's heartbreaking. That's why God gave us stand up. Whenever you need to cleanse your palate, then you can be a total.
Exactly. You know what I wish they would do, and this is what I said I was going to put out in the universe. Why not? Because Michael passed on. It would be great if they just remastered that movie. I know they still got the shit. Remastered and actually put the shit in there that was supposed to be in there. That would be great to see that movie.
Why don't let's just say for fly on the wall, let's do a remastering, because Digital Space, whether Ted Sarandos is listening or somebody or whoever the studio is, let's do a they do it all the time, and really have someone go and do a comprehensive edit. Don't just add it on, and see we get this new version that you witnessed. David, are you in favor of that?
I'm in favor of it.
Yeah, oh my God, the dance scene alone, what the villain did alone is so much stuff they cut out that was just like so good.
And the money wasted because they spend so much of those movies, and then they start to pull back when they come out, and you go, no. Just go all in. If you've spent the money, just go all in, cross your fingers.
Literally,
but when they
needed 20 more minutes added on to it. If the 20 more of why? But
hard, yeah.
A lesson.
But that
a lesson.
Yeah.
But it was a lesson that I learned. I learned a lot of shit when I did Ghostbusters. I learned how to handle everything.
Yes.
And you learned about ghosts. Leslie,
and how to
first of all, thank you for talking. I have to ask her one more thing, and we're going to let her go. But, Time Magazine, one of the most 100 influential people, Russell Crowe writes it right now. How do you even get to Russell Crowe, who's a big stud?
Anyway,
love Russell Crowe.
I guess the question you asked is, how do you get to a gladiator, sir?
Yeah.
Or a mask. Yeah.
Russell is a brute.
Oh yeah,
and
stud. I love that guy,
and he loves it. He's a masculine man, and again, I know how to play people's things. You play on that. Everybody was so scared of him when he came in, and no one liked him because he's a brute.
Well, he's got that incredible voice.
Yeah, and then I think he said to Lindsay Chickens, like, "Oh, you must be the pretty blonde girl that's going to show me around." I'm like, ooh, Russell, you can't say shit like that, Russ.
Woo!
Can't say shit like that.
Old school.
I love me some Russ, and just he knew I knew that about him, because every time I saw him, men like that, like he sat like doing a pitch. You know how they sit in the chair,
yeah,
and everybody. No, he got in Higgins' chair and then sat on top of it, so he was higher than everybody. So you know what I did, right? I sat right up under him like I was one of his bitches, like I was his wench, like one of his wenches, and I put my arm on his knee, and I was like, yeah, like, and he loved it. You play your, and everybody was so mad at me, but nobody could control him without me. Like I had to take his notes in. I had to do all his promos with him. I did all that. Yeah. Okay.
Wow, that's
Love it. Love it.
I like it. Yeah.
Love me some Russ. I love me some Russell Crowe. He just a real, he just cowboy.
Yeah.
I like that old school.
He's a badass. Yeah. Master and Commander, by the way, if he's listening. Brilliant movie with Russ did. So,
Jane, anything you want to say to nice, sweet Leslie?
I just want to remind people of the book, and Leslie fucking Jones it's a very, very incredible adventure that she tells us. The story is amazing. And I guess just where are you going next? I mean, you're doing a tour. How are you feeling right now creatively, and what can we look forward to? Sorry, it sounds like a TV question, but
no, it's so many things. I got the book tour coming. I'm going to do more dates for my tour coming up, but our Flag Means Death will be coming out. I did Hit Monkey with Jason Sudeikis. That's going to be coming out.
Jason Sudeikis. So the movie Hit Monkey. Okay.
Yeah. So we and then we got a lot of projects, but a lot of things are on hold
right now. Yeah.
Right, strike.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of things cooking. Lots of things cooking.
Great.
I'm gonna go to do a movie with Brian Fuller and the Sigourney Weaver. I can never say it right.
Ooh.
Sigourney Weaver. All right.
Love her. Yeah.
I'm gonna be
great.
playing this role. I'm gonna be playing an FBI agent. Ooh.
I like that.
So you're busy as hell, and you're happy, and it's just great because your journey. I know this third time I've said it is amazing. You're such a survivor. And what your dad always told you, right? Just become undeniable. You can win, but just become undeniable.
Like, where they can't fire you. They can't fire you. They can't fire you. It's just like,
and it's just like in the stand-up hierarchy, you became the person that no one wanted to follow. And eventually, of course, you're a headliner then. Then you're at the top of that mountain. But because no one wanted to follow you or could follow you.
Yeah. And oh, God, how I wish he was alive to see it. Oh, he would love this shit.
Yeah. Wow. That's bittersweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did
it though.
Yeah. Please read her book if you want. If you want inspiration about overcoming and tenacity, that's what I took away from it.
I do like it. I'm like freaking out. That's so crazy. I'll be like, they read my book now.
Well, we don't usually recommend books from heathens and sinners and people who like to do nasty things with all the boys. But this one, Leslie Swearword Jones, it's a wonderful story.
Leslie.
Jesus loves you.
Oh, God.
And we all do too. I had to give it to you. I don't do church lady on the podcast, but for you.
Man,
for you.
Thank you. See, that's like love right there. I love it.
I will do it all day for you.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I love that.
Leslie, we enjoyed you so much.
Thank you so much.
So special.
Honey.
And as far as the book, all I'm going to say is it's special.
It's special. Who was it written by? Satan?
There you go. That's it. That's the one. That's the one. That's the mic drop. Leslie, it's been so much fun hanging out with you on this Zoom.
Thank you so much for having me on here. I really appreciate you guys. You're very fucking sweet and kind, and I appreciate because I respect both of you. So thank you so much.
Thank you. We're gonna run into each other, and you're gonna hug me and pick me up off the ground.
Yes,
I'm gonna pick you up. I've been working out. I'm up to 30 push-ups.
No, still won't be able to pick me up.
Okay, true that. Well, we like to pick men up, don't we? And squeeze them in their naughty area. Anyway, sorry, I'm making Leslie giggle. She's collapsing.
Oh my God.
I'm so thrilled. I'm gonna get your phone number and leave you a message as the church lady.
Oh my God. If you leave me messages, I swear to God, I would live by them.
This has been a podcast presentation of Cadence 13. Please listen, then rate, review, and follow all episodes. Available now for free wherever you get your podcasts.
No joke, folks. Fly on the Wall has been a presentation of Cadence 13, executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Chris Corcoran of Cadence 13, and Charlie Finan of Brillstein Entertainment.
The show's lead producer is Greg Holtzman, with production and engineering support from Serena Regan and Chris Basil of Cadence 13.